So here are a couple of ideas to help you get started on a little matrix music. Here's the drone. And I'm going to open up the metronome, and I'm going to tap the tempo that I'm hearing in my head, which is a little slower than what's written here. I'm just tapping this in time, and it turns out that it's 63 beats per minute. That's fine. So it wants me to adjust the audio, and I'm going to say no, don't adjust. Just change the tempo, leave the drone by itself. So now my tempo is slower, and I'm going to let the drone play out till about measure 4. Maybe there. So right at this point, the drone gets a little interesting. It has this high shimmer to it, and I think I'm going to start my first percussion cell there. And I'm going to play Percussion Cell 3, or Rhythmic Cell 3. I have a drum here, but you could use anything. You could use a bucket. You could use, be creative. I'm also going to hit it with a stylus. So here I go. I've got the cell all recorded, and I'm going to listen back to it, and I'm probably going to play with it. I'm definitely going to double click it, and I'm going to pitch it down. So when I click here, I'm going to pitch shift this whole thing down an octave. That's 12 semitones. There. Now let's hear it. Much better. Maybe I'll try playing it in reverse. So now it's this. I like that a lot. It's a little loud, so I'm going to turn it down. And I'm also going to put a ton of reverb on it. Let's go to Effects and add an effect. Let's turn the mix of the reverb up, and let's listen to what that sounds like. That's interesting. So maybe I'll turn some of the high frequency dampening down. I'll expand the stereo width. Just play with the knobs. They're fun. That's pretty cool. With the drone, it sounds like this. And I can repeat it. Let's say it repeats twice. So you get the idea. Now, I'm going to add a melody part. I'm going to add one of the motifs. So I'll go to Add Track, and I do play guitar, so I'm going to add a guitar track. And I'm going to let that, the first rhythm cell, play, and then I'm going to start recording my guitar part right here. And for this, I'm going to play motif number 8 on the sheet. Here's my guitar sound. Looks pretty good. Here we go. So now I have both of those parts together. could repeat that as well. Let's just tighten it up a little bit so it's right on the end of the measure. There. And I could repeat that as well. And as before, I could add effect to it. But in this case, I think what I'm going to do is pan that guitar all the way over to the right to make some space for the next recording. I could, of course, add some effect to it. Maybe a delay. Make it interesting. Be creative and have fun with this.